Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I wanted to come and wish you a wonderful day, for there is great celebrations ahead, but there is also a great deal of confusion. It is very important to stay at peace, to focalize on peace, find this inner peace, and to work within the silence, to make as much silence in our mind. And so I'm going to pull a few cards. I wanted to thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to the channel, and for your kind donations as well, if you can, to support the channel. And if you want a private reading, do not hesitate to send me an email. But there was going to be great change. A lot of new responsibility is going to come about. Well, a lot of romantic potential in this reading today. For the situation is nothing short of the lovers. It's about the soulmate here. It is Isis and Osiris. It is finding our true partner, our true soulmate. Somebody we don't have to talk a lot to understand each other because the connection is natural. It's also the choice, the path of choice, of duality. For this is the card of connected to the Gemini. But it is very much about finding this soulmate, this connection to the soul, to the complement, finding a match for who we are. If we already have that, enjoy it. If you don't, you know that it is coming. Prepare yourself. Around this situation that is going around is the healing. There is a healing. For we need to heal before we can come in together with our soulmates. We want to be whole when we come together. Otherwise, we'll have to reflect each other our wounds. So both parties have to do their own personal work and healing. What we see before us is receptivity, is the ability to allow things to unfold before us, to be in the grace, in the state of grace, so things can unfold naturally. In the distant past, the subconscious, we have the guidance. We have already received the guidance. So much has been revealed. If you can remember, sometimes we forget, but life has already told us so much about our own past through our dreams, through our intuition. And right now we are in the dream. The dream is this amazing reality of joy, of coming back together, of finding each other after a long separation, of connecting. It's a family connection, this deep connection. What's coming in the near future is slowing down. We're gonna have to slow down in order to accelerate the process. We have to slow down. There's great wisdom in slowing down. For we take more time to enjoy each and every moment. Where we are now, the strength we have is the fighter, is the peaceful warrior, because as long as we fight, we are opposing something. For we have to let go of the fight, to drop the shield, and to be in this peaceful warrior situation, as Carlos Castaneda, the way of the peaceful warrior. It is a choice to be a peaceful warrior, but peace takes predominance over all fight. For sometimes there is certain needs, depends on the mission of someone. If you're in the forefront of the shift, do what you have to do, of course, but otherwise just be peaceful, let go of the fight. What comes to us from the outside world is this kind of morality, is the Inquisition. It is the green. She's turning green because she's so rigid in our mind. For we have this power to change our mind. It is very important. For what we believe to be right and wrong is nothing. Voltaire used to say, doubts are very uncomfortable, but certainties are absolutely, what did he say? Absolutely ridiculous. There is no. So we have the right to change our mind. Even if we believe something for a very long time, it's okay to let go and believe something new, because we discover a higher truth. And this point of morality, the world is very bound into these principles of morality, which turn itself green, and we have to fight against that a little bit. As we stop fighting, we find the adventure from within ourselves. We become a young girl that go in the middle of the night in the forest, and then at which point the outer world will reflect to us this silence. So as we drop the shield, we drop the judgment upon the world. Where the world will no longer be able to judge us. We'll be above that. We will be indifferent to the judgment of the world, and we will be forgiven in relationship to what is going on. In our hopes and fear, our inner emotion, it is the compromise. Sometimes the ego has to make certain compromise in order to find that peace, those two warriors. So there's certain things we have to let go in order to maintain, to keep the peace, the harmony within ourselves. And the outcome will be a brand new beginning. It is beyond the illusions, the quantum reality, the magic of the multi-dimensional connected universe, the fifth dimension. So there is a great deal of newness that is right about to unfold before us. So continue to maintain, to feel the peace. I'm going to discuss a little bit some ideas about the ascension process. And then I'm going to discuss the shadows a little bit in the cavern of Plato. For those who haven't heard of this cavern of Plato, it's in the book The Republic on chapter 2, chapter 9, the second part. At the end of it, it's very short, but there is countless videos that will explain the concept. It's important to understand this concept of the cavern of Plato, because we all live in this cavern, commenting on shadows. For we in a sense, before that, also to talk about the essential is to find the stillness within our heart, within the sacred heart. There is this stillness, this 0 point where all things converge, where all photons come into alignment and harmony within ourselves. There is this still point, and it reveals itself within the silence. For we all have, if we're interested in ascension, to meet God right here on the earth, not to wait for once we die, we all are called to meet our Creator. We all are summoned to meet the Creator. But we want to meet the Creator. You want to meet the presence of God that comes from within your heart, and then it will be reflected in all beings around you. So this is it is why we came here, but it will come through peace and silence. It will not come in agitation and fight and worries. So we have to choose this path of the peaceful warrior. For it is a choice. It's my point of view. There's everything in life is just a point of view. Sometimes point of view are angles. Sometimes our point of view is too narrow, so we're trapped, and so we open our mind and we allow. Sometimes it is better to stay silent in a conversation, to keep the silence rather than to have to prove to everybody that you have the answers for them. There will be far greater joy in doing that, to learn to keep the knowledge for yourself. I mean, not to hold it back, but only when you feel that people are ready to receive that. 2020 it's been a great year of completion for all of us. It's a completion. We know what karma we still have left to handle, and it's a rebirth that is going on. For the Christ light is awakening. It's for the soul has two parts: the darker part and the lighter part. Again, Plato explains that in the book of the Republic. I recommend you avail yourself to that knowledge of Plato. But don't have to, of course. But, so the essence is that the soul has two parts: an ignorant part and a lucid part. And when a young soul comes down into this matrix, it's very easy for them to be attracted by the power, by the heavy, by the impure, and to be seduced by all those material heavy things. But for a mature soul, it is no way. For as mature soul, we've been there. We've learned that this brings us karma and pain, and now we're avoiding all that. It's not a matter of good and evil. It's a matter of impure and pure, about that which serve and which doesn't serve. And so we know that we want to avoid more karma, and so we do not want to do harm, and so we will not allow ourselves to be seduced in selfish pleasure that will harm others. For selfish pleasures, I have nothing wrong about that, but as long as there is nothing that's going to be hurt either ourselves or others, then we are free to express our creativity. So many people are turning to love now, and the vibration of the planet is increasing each and every day. For the vibration of our own vibration depends on our light frequency, and so it is cultivating this light, and the more light we have, the higher our frequency. We seek to achieve peace and harmony, which is also the key philosophical basis for the civilization of Arcturus. They've always been developing that. You can call on the Arcturians; they will assist you. And we do not want to judge, but to contemplate and to be a compassionate observer. And so I'm going to pull a few cards and discuss a little bit about this, the more certain ideas that may be more contrast, more part of this material physical world. The highest wisdom is to be the observer, is to be the neutral observer. It is important is to learn how to be neutral in the observation, not to get lost in the drama that is and will be unfolding. What we need to understand is the soulmates. Once again, it is to find to be able to attract our soulmate, not to go shop for it. It's not a matter of going shopping for it. If you go shop for it on the internet, you will find a bargain, but it's a matter of alignment. When the time comes, the energies come together, comes as a gift. What we need to do is nothing is better than home. It's about feeling good within ourselves, to feel comfortable, to feel confident, and also to aspire to this great creative to have a creative environment. For me, it's like right now, and I don't have my paintings, I don't have a home. I'm really looking forward to to have a studio to get all my work. But Spirit is saying they're preparing me for a mission that will involve a lot more responsibility in relationship to the collective. And for now, I only feel like to be well at home, but it is my mission, and so I will gladly come and serve when I'm called to do so. And the outcome is a long it's a step ahead. It means we already have we have so many we are so many steps ahead of what humanity as light workers. We've already been prepared. We already have so much information that is ahead of the time where I will come into the collective. So we have been prepared, and this is really the outcome of that. We're going to realize that we have many steps ahead of humanity, and we will be able to handle everything with ease, as they come naturally. For this, there is great battles that are being fought on the energetic level. It's been going on for millenniums. There's been extraterrestrial beings that came to control this world. It is for this most precious gift that God gave us is the free will. This free will is a God-given gift. The will to think what we want, to feel what we want, and to do what we want, which is been deprived through little by little. They're taking that away from me. They want us to from us. They wanted to remove free will from the human collective, to turn humanity into robots, to deprive of our identity. It's the fight against servitude, against it is a servitude or against freedom. And do we want a Chinese model of civilization when there is this great leader and everybody's like there is completely controlled and completely under the radars of things, and we have these human beings that control the whole program? Or do we want freedom? So stay in this vision of freedom, for there will be many timelines that will be unfolding. Do not fear, just know that the path will open for freedom for humanity, although some places will be more difficult to handle than others. For we came here for physical ascension. There's only two beings that have actually completed the physical ascension that are known is Enoch and the Christ. But many people will achieve this complete ascension. And what we want is to make a habit of seeing our body as a crystal, to envision this crystalline structure that is made of our body. Imagine your body completely transparent, that is completely filled of light, that is love, that is pure, that is clean. You want to see your body as a pure divine crystal, and make a habit of working with that. There was invasion that wanted to force a vision of to force the collective to assume this vision of submission. But all of that will soon end. For the best example is the news information channel. It's been it's a massive disinformation, a massive propaganda that's been going on, a massive hypnosis. And I thought it would be good to utilize this program this time to awaken us. Like in hypnosis, it's very simple. You just need we're going to count to 3 and you're going to awaken. 3, 2, 1. Awaken. 3, 2, 1. Awaken. 3, 2, 1. Awaken. Right, the divinity is awakening within us, and to utilize this power to awaken. I am awake. Repeat to yourself, I am awake, I am empowered, I am love, I am light. Utilize the power of decree, the power of invocation, to recall your divine nature in whichever way it feels comfortable. There is also all kinds of other wars. There is a bacteriological war that is going on, that we can all see that. It's like mainstream. And there is a cyber war, on the internet. There is all kinds of corrupted energy. We'll all be cleansed, but be careful on the internet, and just go there, visit it, but do not live on the internet. Just otherwise you're going to be absorbed. So it's about keeping independence from that as well. For there is the raising of consciousness, is the Lemurian civilization. Lemuria was a very advanced civilization. It came about many millions of years ago. But 800,000 years ago, they were destroyed. A physical continent was sunk, and they find refuge inside the earth. They created a society called Agartha, that is on the inner earth. It's like peace has been ruling over on Agartha for hundreds of thousands of years. And they're going to soon be able to regain connection with the surface. They're really happy about that. And for this biological warfare, it's very dangerous too, because 80% of the people that will catch the virus will not have any effect. It's only for the young souls and some people that are fragile in their immune system. But it's still why I noted that. For this planet, it needs to be saved. It deserves to be saved. It deserves to be liberated. So it will be. It's just a matter of time. And so it is all coming into alignment. And so did I pull some cards with the, yeah, I think I did. Well, there was this little joke I saw on the internet. I thought it was kind of funny. It's very short, so I'll share it with you. It says, my roommate believed that our house is haunted. But I've been living there for 260 years. I've never seen anything not normal in this house. It's just a little joke. So it was funny. So I'm gonna sing a song and then pull one more card. Just wanted to come and wish you a good day. I've been submerged by workers in the apartment. It's been very noisy. They started at 8 o'clock this morning. It hasn't stopped. So it's been like, but you know, it's part of. Just have to take it easy on all things and to be graceful and joyful always. It's an old classical song about somebody who's like feeling like regrets that he's been going into the wrong path during his life. It's a classical song of rock and roll. It was written by a band named The Animals. It goes like this. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. Oh, I'm sorry. I see my video is gonna end. It's like I don't have any more memory in the. I'll have to come back and sing it. Sorry. And the card of the day is the Revelation. It says joy and grace through spiritual fulfillment. Enlighten the past.